Tennessee has done it and landed a major four-star prospect in Q'Mari Hudson. He's from the Virginia area and he is coming to Knoxville. G-Bo! Talk about it today on the show. All right, what's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the show, G-Bo. G-Bo. Yes, sir, man. Big time commitment for the G-Bo, the volunteers, and y'all boys is red hot. Now, look, Vol fans, for those that follow me that's on the channel, I don't know how many of you are. I know I got to sprinkle everybody. Sprinkle of Florida. I obviously got made. So far as how my content goes, Major League's Georgia Tech, because that's the most people that watch. I got a little sprinkle of Florida in there. Miami's starting to grow. A little sprinkle of Miami, a little sprinkle of Texas. Obviously, Tennessee probably my second highest. And then from there, obviously, the other fans as well. So if you guys want to see me break down Kenneth Simon's film, I'm only going to do it if y'all comment down below. Be like, nah, break down Kenneth Simon film. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? But this is breaking news. This just happened. This was just announced from Kenneth Simon, who ultimately decided to choose the Volunteers. And there were some major players in this, right? Remember, he was getting recruited hard by Syracuse. ACC school, right? So he's getting recruited very hard by them. And then, as well, he was also getting recruited by Virginia Tech, right? And we know what Coach James Franklin's been doing with them Hokies, right? He's been getting them boys right. And we already know he's a hell of a recruiter, an elite recruiter at that, right? So for Tennessee, you kind of needed this recruitment. And it's crazy to think about. They have the number 36 class right now, according to 247 Sports, and they have the number 26 class, number 27 class, according to Rivals, right? Now, they have him as a four-star prospect. I'm going to guess that's consensus. But what's interesting is when you pull that up, they actually have him rated as a three-star prospect, right? Here it is right here. Q'Mari Hudson is a three-star as they have it. But I guess maybe he's a consensus four-star. I don't know. Or if this is one they bow for. I'm not sure. Right, but let's just go with four-star. Let's go with blue chipper, right? And for the Vols, you needed this because you had a big commitment today of Kenneth Simon, right? Big time flip. You keep him in state, right? We just talked about it in the last video with Kennedy Jackson. You got to keep your guys in state, right? He's from Lithonia, right? Played at McDonough before. You got to keep him in state. You can't allow him to go off to Florida. For Tennessee, same thing. You can't let Kenneth Simon, who's a standout linebacker, a Tennessee legacy, you can't allow that kid to go to Alabama, right? So that's what you got to do if you're Tennessee. So that was big one today. That's the number 2 player essentially for for the cycle for them for the Vols that's committed. Right now, Q'Mari Hudson, he gives you a big time offensive lineman, right? Because he is 6'5", 300, soaking wet. All right, and for him, what makes the difference is, from what I heard, is that he's a bulldozer, right? He's a guy that can get you on your back. Right. And what we know about Tennessee is they've always gotten elite prospects at the offensive line position, especially tackle. Right. When we go back and we look at David Sanders, we go back and we look at Gabriel Osenda. Right. Like they've always gotten an elite recruit that's highly ranked, to come down to Knoxville and to Tennessee. Right. And remember, they're having these conversations because they want to get DGG. Right. David Gabriel Georges. Right. They don't want him going to Ohio State. Right. But in order to convince, as they did a really good job last week in their OV, is you got to show them, hey, look, we're going to have the offensive line for you for the future. We're going to have the pieces in place so you can thrive. Now, we know some of those pieces is in place already. Sanders, by the time he gets there, he'll be a junior. Osenda will be a sophomore, right? So you got those pieces in place, but you got to show them, hey, look, we got another kid from Virginia, right, from Chesapeake, Virginia, plays for Western Branch. That's also going to be able to help you out. That's also going to be able to make a difference. That's the things that you got to show. I'm saying DGG if you want to bring him in, right? But for Q'Mari Hudson, great pick. We're seeing Tennessee continue to develop this position, and I think in the next 1 or 2 years we'll see more. We'll see them put more offensive linemen into the league and at a high rate and at a high level, right? And if you're Tennessee, that is what you want. That is what you want to see, and that is what you need if you are this program, right? So this is a big one, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, they had the number 27 class, number 11 in the SEC. They had the number 4 class last year with a 91.95. So There's still work to do, but you go and get a guy like DGG, that makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? That'll raise your rankings. I'll get you a top 20 class probably, right? I'll get you a probably top 5 class in the SEC, letting a 5-star like him, right? But you got work to do to surround around him that talent that's necessary in order to do so. Okay. But as you guys know, I think it's a great pickup. That's my pretty much instant reaction to it. I think he's going to be a guy that should be able to help him. I don't know how early he'll start, but 4-star, he should be able to make some noise pretty soon for the Tennessee Vols. Okay. But I want to keep it rolling. And y'all know what we always do, man. We always break down the film. Okay. What is the film say? Is he elite? Is he special? This is why you guys come here, because you're not going to find many channels across that, at least I know of, that's breaking down film for athletes they get. Okay. So this is why you come and you subscribe to Najee Woke so you can get that. Okay. So we're going to pull it up right here. Got the T-Mobile ad plan as always. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to pull it up and break down the film and show you Tennessee fans what you're getting in a process like Q'Mari Hudson. Okay. So let's talk about it. All right, here we go. Q'Mari Hudson. Offensive line, defensive lineman. Here we go right here. All right. Should be right here. Okay, plays. Looks like the Wolverines. Okay. Excuse me. I love it. He put bro in the blender. Right. Off rip. Great technique. Good drive. And then look, he's right here. He pushes him all the way down here. Right. So just stays nip and tuck. Doesn't hold it all and gets a big time pancake block. This straight strength, being able to overpower, bulldoze, and do all those good things. Here, he's lining up as a defensive tackle. And then you see a great push to power and is being able to get to the quarterback and getting a strip fumble. Nothing crazy on this, right? Just kind of uses his hands to kind of get past the offensive lineman. And then, as you guys can see, creates the deflection. Major interception right there for the defense. All right, and then right here, you can't miss him. Right on that tackle position, and boom, got bro on his back. You know what I'm saying? Every single time. So I would say great lower body strength, probably squats over 500. You know what I'm saying? You just see him being able to just dismantle guys. And then here he's playing that left tackle. Let's see what kind of move the defender makes. Okay, defender tries to use power in his hands, but you see the strength right there by Hudson, being able to kind of push him down to the ground and get a big time pancake block right there. Okay, I can't see him. Okay. This one didn't have one. I'm assuming he's going to be somewhere in here. And then he's going to be able to sift through, as you guys can see, kind of just stop up that run and be able to get a nice TFL right there, as you guys can see. All right, same thing right here, playing that left tackle. Smooth block right there. Nothing really special there, to be humbly honest. Hold on one second. Hit when it doesn't let you edit. Hold on, bear with me. Might have to load it back. We are the Dillos. Yeah, it wouldn't let me edit it. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, stop sharing. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix this. Y'all bear with me real quick, Tennessee fans. Hold on one second. It like exited it out. I was trying to like edit it to send it back, and I got kicked out. So hold on. We're gonna go back to that 1 minute. Y'all bear with me. Okay, come on, load it up, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, all right. So we already rolled it. Why is it not letting me edit? That's what we had the problem last time. Okay, I want to move the film. We already talked about this. I want to talk about the same thing with the audience. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not here to waste their time. Okay, we were about here. Yeah, I think we were like around. Yeah, we're about right here. Perfect. Okay. So here's again, right tackle. I mean, as you guys can see, or excuse me, no, he's playing defense on that one. That's my bad, y'all. Okay, playing defense right here, right? Being able to kind of just take up that space in that lane, running back trying to run through. Now, if I'm the running back, I would want to run through here. This is the gap. You're only going to meet one person in the hole. But he tries to run on the same side as Q'Mari Hudson, and that didn't end well for him, as you guys can see. Okay, so here he is right here playing again, right tackle, right? And remember how we just talked about with Kennedy, right? I was like, he has a slow drop step, like a slow kick drop. Here he's moving well, right? You see how much faster and quicker that is? Watch this. 1, 2. He's moving well, and then he's just able to stifle the defender easily, right? But that was because his kickback was smooth, fast, to the point, right? Exactly what you want. And then here, just using the strong arm against that offensive guard, right? Boom. See that? Use that strong arm and then be able to take away that space. right? But then he's going to go run this play down. As you guys can see, good hustle, good effort, good motor, because he didn't get there initially, but he could have quit on the play. He did not. All right. And then here you guys see right here, just a great pancake block with the defender being able to overpower again. And then here getting a hat on a hat. Takes on two guys right there and still making a big time hole, obviously, there for his teammates. Okay, then here he is in the screen and on the pitch. And you see the agility, him just being able to get out and be a mover for his teammate, right? Being able to open up that great big gap and hold, right? Exactly what you need, man. So running game, he's going to be able to move agile, quick. Offensive game, man, you see the ability to kind of be that enforcer, right? Be that tone setter and being able to make those plays consistently, right? In the run game as well. All right, same thing. Boom, as you see there. Good agility, good speed. And then just being able to kind of rock him down to sleep, right? See that? Boom, rocks him down to sleep and gets a big time pancake block. As you guys can see, the nastiness, the ability to make those plays, right? Here coming up off the edge. Good play recognition right there. Okay, same thing. He's here moving on the inside, squirts through, forces the errant pass. Big time PBU right there. All right, same thing. Red zone, you got to have a stop. Here he is right here, sifts through, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and forces the incomplete pass. But that started by the initial pressure. Now watch Big 60 right here. I see that. Being able to get a bulldoze block again and a big time pancake right there, y'all, against the defender. Exactly what you want to see. Okay, here he is in the interior again, and then boom, look at him just move and be able to go run him down, chase him down for the big time tackle right there. All right, same thing. Here he is here running kind of on a stunt. Pushes big 82 out of the way. See that? He's on the inside. He's going to stunt over. See that stunt? Pushes 82 out the way like he's nothing and go run down the quarterback. Right? Exactly what you want if you're a Tennessee fan. Exactly what you want. Exactly what you want to see. Right? See right here. Okay, same thing. Here he is. They're going to try to get it out to the running back, and then he's able to go run and chase it down, get a big time TFL again. And same thing, good initial push here, breaking the double team, and watch, go run down the quarterback, right? So, he won't play defense at the next level, but he will be playing offensive line. But you see some of the athleticism that he has, the power, the strength, things that you want to see at that position, right? Same thing, taking on another double team, but still takes away that gap in space for the running back to run through and gets another big time, tackle. The same thing here, good quick hands, makes the initial push, right? And does a great job. Pretty much sets up that interception because he got the quarterback off his heels. And then boom, here we go. Right here, just being able to move to the second level. Watch that. See how he gave 14 that hit? Watch 14 right here. And then watch Hudson. Boom! Right? Exactly what you want to see. And if I'm Hudson, I would make that probably like my second or third play. Because it completely just obliterates that defender right there with just that power and strength, like setting the tone. And you have to do it against SEC opponents, right? And at a high level. And then here, just being able to clean it up, put on cleanup duty, and be able to make a play. Same thing here, just taking away that run gap lane. Nothing special, wasn't fast, wasn't quick, but he's not going to play that position for Tennessee, right? But you see some of the things and the traits that he can do and how he can run stop and how he can make plays, right? How he can create negative plays, right? Exactly what you want to see from Big 60, right? So some pretty good tape, I would say, overall. You know what I'm saying? Pretty solid tape. I see why he's rated the way he's rated. Offensive line, definitely think, he got some potential. I love him in run block. How he gets to the second level, great a drop kick step where he's able to, kind of get the agility and things like that. And in the run game, I mean, you see the athleticism with him being able to be a puller and being able to kind of just create that open hole in lane. We'll let this be the last play we look at, right? Boom, gets to the second level and completely bulldozes the defender, right? So he likes that. He likes to be physical. He likes to be nasty. He likes to show you what he can do. He likes to, be that enforcer. And if you're Tennessee, that's what you need, right? You need an enforcer to come in with this class. Every class, 2025, 2026, you've gotten a guy, that has been a highly rated guy that can enforce his will and penetrate and be able to blow up defenses. And this is the same kind of player and character that you're getting with, obviously, a Q'Mari Hudson. So that's all I got, guys. That's my instant reaction. I think another really good for Tennessee. Got Ken assignment earlier. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the show. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hype it up. And I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, as always, peace and love.